Welcome to Late Night Sports. We are doing a recap of Long Gone Summer. Andrew and I have been waiting for this for pretty much since it said it was going to be out.
Yeah.
Before we start, I'm going to say this. Quick little disclaimer here. I was born in 2002. I think everyone, if you're good enough to be in the Hall of Fame, you should be in the Hall of Fame. Steroids or no steroids, or no steroids. Let's see, what else is there?
We're not having this debate right now. We're not doing it now.
I'm not a fan of any Chicago team or any St. Louis team. And I think that's it. I think there's one more, but Andrew, you can start us off with this. How do you think of this?
I'll give a little disclaimer, I guess, as well. Born in 2001. So obviously, John and I don't have really a sense of what it really was like, but
So this
is a whole
kind of
perspective.
This kind of shaped it because we both knew what happened in that year, but we just didn't know much about it.
Yeah, this is coming from a perspective of two people who were not alive. So I mean, you probably watch different podcasts, people who have seen this in real life. You're just a whole new perspective. You're about to see this firsthand, raw, right here. But I don't think people who use steroids should be in the Hall of Fame. But I'll get some other parts of that. I actually have some takes on that later in this. But we can just start right into it. First thing I want to bring up is how they made it. I'm not really a big film guy. I'm not like John knows. I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm not that film stuff. But you can just tell how they made this. But they didn't even mention steroids until the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15-ish minutes, yeah.
Yeah. It made it so much better just for the fact that it's like you're living in that time frame. You don't know what they're on. It makes you seem like these guys were the thing. And
you thought they were just taking creatine, which is perfectly legal, perfectly fine. But yeah, and then the last 15 minutes they just went into it. But yeah, there was ESPN, everyone hyped up this director and saying, "Oh yeah, he's so good, he's so good." He sucks.
Really?
He sucks. Yes. Mark McGuire. It was a Mark McGuire documentary, and
it was.
Sammy Sosa was an afterthought. They didn't even bring up Ken Griffey Jr. I know he kind of fell apart at the end of the season.
Fell apart, yeah.
But still hitting 60 jacks or something. I don't know, something like
56
that.
Was
56, close enough. But yeah, he wasn't even in it. Maybe he didn't want to be in it, but who knows? Maybe with COVID and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like they could have.
I will say I do know that Sammy Sosa was hard to get. He really wasn't that interested in doing something along the lines of this kind of film. So
yeah.
That's the only
back
I have on the director.
I know he had his own documentary last year or 2 years ago. I have not watched it, but I know that was out, so that could play a role into it, and it was pretty much 2 hours as well. Yeah. So but yeah. So and then another, I guess, take you can say, pound for pound, I think this was better than The Last Dance. And when I say pound for pound, yes, The Last Dance was better, but there was also 10 hours of that.
Yeah.
So this was 2 hours. I don't think they could have gone 10 hours.
No.
They had 1 year to go. They had 8 years?
I only got one.
Last Dance was going.
I only got one grudge on the fact that I would have liked them to go a little more in depth into the steroids part of it. Because I mean that's that's a big part of this. That summer was incredible, but the aftermath was also a huge part of it. I really think that if they included a little bit more of the aftermath, it would have. I don't know. It would have brought out both sides of the argument a little better on this. Of if they should be in the Hall of Fame or something like that, but I actually have. I got some notes. I want to bring up some topics. The one big thing was the fact that Sammy Sosa wasn't even considered, in the race at all until June. No one even thought of this guy as being, the home run hitter that he was going to be.
Yeah, he wasn't even like what they were saying was he wasn't even like the guy on his team. It was a pitcher, I'm pretty sure they were saying.
Yeah, some pitcher
Was like
I'd never
the
even heard
guy
of.
on that team. Yeah, same.
Yeah, and the fact that they weren't even supposed to make the playoffs, and they ended up ending
Mm-hmm.
with like 90 wins and stuff like that.
Yeah, yep. That's crazy. Like thinking about it because I've never put 2 and 2 together. I've just never like thought about it. Didn't really like care about it. That this was the year after the lockout. Like that, it never just like clicked with me. Like I never put that together.
No, it wasn't. No.
That's what they were saying throughout the whole documentary.
Lockout was in '94. So.
Oh, they said in the documentary like it was the following year.
Well, the year before, Sammy Sosa played 162 games. So, I think you were listening to it a little wrong. It was 94. I know that for a fact. But I feel I'm looking at Sammy's stats now. As I said, the fact that he went from 36 dingers to 66 is a jump and a half. I find that so interesting that coming in like that was like not even a guy, and then that June, 20 home runs put him right in the race. And at that point, Ken Griffey was just booted out of the conversation. Wasn't even considered a factor anymore at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, he like just wasn't, and he wasn't talked about in this documentary. I wish he was in it more.
Obviously, yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, another thing I want to talk about is like before we get like into like the actual Sosa and McGuire, I want to talk about like the balls, like the home run balls that Mark McGuire hit, the record-setting baseballs. Yeah. They went for crazy money. Holy crap. Over $3 million.
A hair over $3 million.
Yeah. Like, that's crazy. And then that kid, the groundskeeper, just saying, oh, yeah, here you go, McGuire.
Hats off to that kid.
No way. I mean, yeah, it's the good thing to do, I guess. But
I guarantee he got some money from someone else. Like I heard
I wouldn't
a raise or something like that.
I wouldn't be like I don't know what to say, like mad or like or not mad, but like what are you doing if McGuire like still kept that baseball?
Yeah.
But like he doesn't have it anymore. So like now that kid's saying, damn, I wish I cashed in when I had the chance.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be one thing like if Mark McGuire kept just keeping that baseball till the day he dies, then okay, yeah, you did like the good thing.
Did the right thing.
Yeah, he didn't keep it, so he should have cashed in. But like there was someone all he wanted was a signed baseball, a signed bat, and like to meet Mark McGuire. And McGuire said no, so then he went and sold the baseball for over $3 million. I'm pretty sure that's the one that broke the record.
Oh, really?
That's crazy. But now let's get into
all this stuff.
The race, yeah.
I have some more stuff leading up to the race.
Okay.
The fact that McGuire was not a hitter going into college. Now he started off as a pitcher at USC, and then they changed him over to a hitter. Hit 32 dingers, led the nation in college, and then became obviously drafted as a home run hitter. But I don't know what surprises me more, like the fact that he came in as a pitcher, or the fact that he led the league in homers, like he did.
Yep.
All-around athlete. That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like didn't he say like I didn't even like really like hitting. I loved pitching more.
Exactly. At first he said I love pitching, and then he said, I figured out I'm pretty good at hitting dingers. So.
Yeah. But that's crazy. Then he went and led the nation in home runs.
Yeah. And then he went off, and then a rookie year hit 49 and led the rookie all-time record for a long time. Who broke that?
49.
That Judge who wrote that? I think it might have been Judge.
I think so.
I want to say it was Aaron Judge who broke that record. It said it was 30 years later.
Yeah, so that's about right. 2015.
Right. I'm checking when it happened. He broke it in 27. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was Aaron Judge who broke it with 52. That's insane to me. Oh my gosh. It lasted for that long.
Mm.
Wow. All right. Now let's start popping into this thing a little bit. I have some decent notes here. The fact that Mark McGwire led every single day in the home run race, never once
Yeah.
fell behind.
Well, he did for
Yeah,
45 minutes.
I was about to say it. Yeah, it happened 3 times that Sammy Sosa
Yeah.
passed him during a game and tied it right back up. They tied 12 times.
Yeah.
It was so close.
Yeah.
It was, and the fact that I thought it was even more cool that Sammy and Mark are playing each other when the record was broken.
That's like, and then it was on his dad's 61st birthday or something.
Like
how
does it line up?
Yeah, like Hollywood writers can't even
they can't think of that. Yeah, that's like, you can't make that stuff up. That actually happens. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, but I mean, just this, and then the fact that Mark McGwire didn't even win the MVP.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I don't know. That's more of a what do you call it? A freaking snub right there. How do you hit 70 home runs and not win MVP?
Mm-hmm. He also led the league in walks with 162. He had
on base, like everything.
He had 147 RBIs. Led the league in on base, slugging, OPS, OPS plus, Silver Slugger, All-Star, of course.
Yeah.
That's
I guess if they want to say it came down to who played best all around that season, it probably was Sammy. But the fact that he got 70 home runs, just give him a damn award.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care, man.
It's crazy.
Just give him the award.
I don't get how he didn't win that. But I don't get that. Like, how he just didn't win. But I also want to say, like, it kind of looks like Mark McGwire might be back on the juice.
Again?
He was looking pretty big in that documentary.
Yeah. I mean, who's to stop him now? What's the...
Yeah.
Maybe he's helping his minor league players get out of the juice.
Yeah. But, I mean, he was a strong dude. Like, his rookie year, he did lead the league.
That was also, I said in the beginning, I wanted to put a take on the whole, like, Hall of Fame thing.
Uh-huh.
Both of these players would have made the Hall of Fame, no steroids.
Yeah.
No questions asked. You can kind of see when they started taking it. I feel like I could find the years.
Yeah, I feel like I could.
Just looking at the numbers, you can find the years. Like Sammy, I think Sammy started in 98, if I'm going to give a wild guess on it. And I'm guessing Mark started in 95. But going up to
95?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But every
at
year
age
before
31 season, yeah.
Now you talked about the injuries.
All right.
I think
yeah.
And look, before that, these guys are still Hall of Famers if they kept up their career. So, I don't know. I wish they didn't take it, obviously, looking back at it. But at the same time, I do not think they should be in the Hall of Fame. I've been saying that. But I wish there was a leagues out there. Like, out of the blue, make the Korean League steroids legal. You know how much fun that would be?
It would, but I think they should still be in because everyone's doing steroids.
I don't believe that.
I would put my whole bank account on the fact that Mike Trout is doing steroids.
I'd probably cry. If he's doing steroids,
Mike Trout's
I'd
definitely
cry.
doing steroids.
I don't believe that.
Everyone is doing steroids. I hope they're not, but let's face it, they are. Another thing I want to point out is Mark McGwire wanted to sit out the last game of the season.
Oh, yeah.
And then it went off to go hit, 3 home runs in one day?
69.
2? Yeah, 2.
69 and 70 that day.
Yeah.
But it was more
crazy
that he was technically losing. He was down 66, 65 against Sammy during that game.
Mm-hmm.
Went on, hit 2, and ended up hitting 5 home runs in 3 games to hit 70.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how more clutch you can get in a race than that.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to point out the class that they had for each other was like.
Oh yeah, that was.
Which is
great.
Like insane. I never thought that was actually a thing. I thought it was like a bloodbath. That's kind of what I expected. That's most
they were like
rivalries are.
Yeah, they were like just like looked like they were friends. They like hung out in the off season. It looked like they did like a bunch of photo ops, a bunch of covers with each other and stuff like that. And then I know we're like not going in chronological order, but I want to talk about the person that had it before them. But first I want to talk about Barry Bonds. Like, I remember at one point it was in like the first hour, like they were talking about how he went, like Mark McGwire went on to hit it, or it was when they were talking about like for how long, how many seasons after he held it, and they looked at, and it was just a video of Barry Bonds in the outfield, like wicked quick. Like, yeah, that's some, I guess, foreshadowing there.
Yeah.
For what's to come.
Yeah, I know, but no, I liked how respectable he was to the Maris family. Like after, I put in my notes how long that celebration was on the field in the middle of the fourth inning after hitting that home run.
I mean, it should be that long.
Yeah, over under 20 minutes. I don't know how long it lasted. I take the over on that. Like, that must have been so long.
Yeah,
that's incredible. That whole city was like rallying behind him for that stuff.
Yep. But then what's the guy's name that had it before McGwire?
Roger Maris.
Oh yeah, Roger Maris. So it's crazy. Like, he got like crapped on because he broke it, and then it ended up not really counting because he didn't do it in the same amount of games that Babe Ruth did it.
Yeah.
Which is so like BS, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's just like trying to like keep the Babe like you want to keep him like a legend as possible. Someone like you can't reach. Someone like
exactly
so good at baseball. I mean, I get that side of it, but like it's messed up. He shouldn't have had it taken away from him. To me, I count it as he had it before.
Yeah, definitely.
I think everyone does. I think everyone does except the official MLB rule book or history book.
Wait, really? They counted it as Babe was the leader before?
Yes.
What?
Like Babe, yes. For the amount of games, the commissioner at the time said, "Oh yeah, that's not gonna stand because Babe did it in less games."
What? That shouldn't even matter.
Mm.
That really shouldn't matter at all. No, I'm glad that they
all. No, because they didn't play the same amount of games in the season.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I like that they recognized him as the one that they passed. Mm-hmm. If they just said they passed Babe, that would have been straight up rude, honestly.
Yeah. Then what else do we want to talk about, Andrew?
First, try to keep your camera facing up, buddy.
I'm trying.
And then I wanted to bring up the fact that Mark McGwire did come out clean 2010.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That like for a long time, but like they said that like what do you call that? No one came out clean. Like he came out clean then. Sammy still has not come out clean, and I feel like he never will.
No, I don't think he will. That was kind of like savage by him at the end of the documentary when he just like said, I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I have like a grandkid. I'm happy. Yeah. I mean, I hit 66. I made a bunch of money.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
no, I really don't care if he did steroids. That documentary, like, I don't think it should be in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't care. How he said that was so
yeah,
fun.
Like I honestly used to not really like. I think Sammy Sosa should be in the Hall of Fame, but I used to like Sammy Sosa and take it or leave it. Just some guy that hit a bunch of home runs.
Had a personality for the age.
But now like I know his personality. I'm like now a fan of Sammy Sosa. Yeah, sure, he's like 58 now, but I'm a huge fan of Sammy Sosa now. Yeah. His home run celebration, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like it's so unique how they did that. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Just how like they just like had fun with each other like throughout the thing. Like imagine being like just imagine, like, when I was watching, I was just thinking, like, damn, just imagine being Mark McGwire in that year. That must have
Honestly.
been so much fun. Just like, I get to wake up every day. I'm leading the league in home runs, on the way to break the record. I'm hitting 147 RBIs. Didn't
Yeah.
even lead the league in RBIs,
Because
which is
Sammy did
crazy.
it.
Yeah. But then another thing I want to talk about, the Cardinals were in third place. They finished the season in third place.
Yeah, they only ended with like 83 wins.
Yeah, which is crazy. And how both the Cubs and the Cardinals would go and just sell out stadiums just because they were playing, which honestly I
Exactly.
would go too. But that's just crazy how another team is bringing you like all these fans.
Yeah, the fact that even what do you call it? The Cubs got swept in the divisional series.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't even make it anywhere in the playoffs, but they were so like the big name that year just because of Sammy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wish baseball was still like that. Like right now.
Yeah. Like, and honestly, give me Bud Selig back. I've been saying that all day. I'm saying it on late night sports now. Give me back Bud Selig. Rob Manfred, it's time to go.
Yeah, he's been had a bad couple. Not the best
Bad
couple of
couple
days.
seasons. What would you rather have? I know we're getting a little off topic of this, but what would you rather have in the MLB? Would you rather have sign stealing or steroids?
Steroids. You know,
Yes, same.
No flinch.
Steroids, 100%.
Yeah, it's more
Sign.
fun. More fun for us. We get to watch piss
All right.
missiles.
Take out the fact that it's more fun. I say this every single time. You still have to hit the ball.
Yeah.
If you know what pitch is coming, that's a huge advantage.
Humongous advantage. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, the hitters were taking steroids too. But guess what? The pitchers were too.
Yeah, they probably were. Yeah.
So.
Like Roger Clemens.
Yeah.
Like right there.
Yeah.
That's a big name.
Yeah, and then so. Like it was like I guess like a kind of even playing field more when you're on steroids than sign stealing. But yeah, give me Bud Selig back. I know he's 85, but
Who cares?
come on, how hard is it really? Especially what you did. You didn't do anything, so you just have to show up to the Hall of Fame induction every year. Bud Selig, we need you back in baseball. And now let's go and give it a rating. We'll do it out of 10. Andrew, you can start.
All right. Well, I am biased because I'm a baseball fan. I'll give you that. I do think this is better. I agree with you 100% pound for pound. This is better than The Last Dance. This is a baseball fan, you know. I gave what do you call it? Freaking Last Dance like a solid like 9.1 out of 10. This is better. I don't like how they made it a Mark McGwire show, but it's also pretty interesting because he had a pretty cool personality.
Yep.
I give us a solid 9.3 out of 10. I was very excited to watch this, and it pretty much met the expectations that I was looking forward to see.
Yeah, I'm putting this at I don't remember what I put The Last Dance at, but I'm gonna put this at a 9.6. The only thing that's preventing me from putting this at a 10, I honestly probably put The Last Dance at a 10, honestly, because that was wicked good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm being a little more critical.
Yeah, the only thing that could have been I wanted to see Sammy Sosa, nice split of screen time and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I also didn't like how they just kind of brushed steroids under the rug there and just had that super dramatic Bob Costas talking about it. I love Bob Costas, but that was over the top.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, other than that, and I would have liked to see Ken Griffey Jr. just even if he was only in there for 5 minutes or so, I would have loved to see him in there, just talk about it. But other than that, it was very, very good. I liked how they progressed through it. I loved that.
Yeah.
And I watched it live, so there was not a lot of commercials, so that helped too. But yeah, so that's a prediction. I had a 9.6. Andrew had a what, 9.1?
9.3.
9.3. All right.
I'm a little more critiquing on things, but
all right. I think that brings us to the end of this episode of Long Gone Summer Recap. Hit us down in the comments if you agree with us, if you disagree with us, if you like this recap, if you want to see more of these recaps of these 30 for 30s. I think they're going to be having more throughout quarantine. Make sure to smash that subscribe button on our YouTube page at Late Night Sports. Like it up.
Yes, sir.
And until next time, peace.
See ya.